I'm Chris Ensing. Thanks for joining us. The Government of Canada has issued a formal apology for the internment of Italian Canadians during the Second World War. Thousands were accused of being fascist sympathizers. Hundreds were labeled enemy aliens, arrested and treated as prisoners of war. CBC's Sanjay Maru joins us now. Sanjay, what does this apology mean to Windsor's Italian community?
Well, Chris, that apology is something many within this community paid very close attention to this morning. Now, none of the people who were sent to these internment camps are actually alive today to hear Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's apology, but that doesn't mean it wasn't heard loud and clear by those within the community today and those supporters outside of it as well, as they remember the hundreds of Italian Canadians who were sent to internment camps, including some from right here in Windsor.
To the children and grandchildren who have carried a past generation's shame and hurt, and to their community, a community that has given so much to our country, we are sorry.
The Second World War, a frightening time for Canadians, but even scarier for anyone born in a country perceived as the enemy. In 1940, Italian dictator Benito Mussolini entered the war on the side of Nazi Germany. The Canadian government responded by labeling the 31,000 Italians living in this country as, quote, enemy aliens. They were put into camps like this one, all men, all of Italian descent. More than 600 people were sent here. Historians estimate it includes more than 30 from Windsor, held sometimes for months or even years.
When the authorities came to their door, when they were detained, there were no formal charges, no ability to defend themselves in an open and fair trial, no chance to present or rebut evidence.
It's never too late to apologize. It's never too late to really ask for forgiveness of something that did happen.
Massimo, the head of a Facebook group for Italian Canadians in Windsor, Essex, says the events of the 40s aren't talked about a lot within the community, not because it wasn't significant, but because it's too difficult to talk about.
Their parents were taken away from them, their brothers, their uncles were taken away from them. It's not really talked about. I think not many people want to remember a difficult time like that during the war.
Even those not sent to internment camps were punished for their heritage. Windsor police dismissed Constable Nerio Brambal in 1940 after 12 years of service. Although he had done nothing wrong, his Italian heritage was enough to make him a suspect.
Men between the ages of 17 and 70 were forced out of their homes. They were arrested. They lost their jobs. Their wives and children were criticized, ridiculed in the streets. Rocks were thrown.
Then there's Aldo Sfalcine, who came to Windsor from Italy when he was just 7 years old. Now at 75, he says the prejudice didn't stop when the war was over.
When the kids spit on you and clean their boots on you, you know something's not right. And it was disheartening. I felt worthless. I felt like something's wrong with me. I'm no good.
For Sfalcine, Trudeau's apology is a long time coming. He's happy it's come out now. However, the discrimination he faced as a child, he says, still affects him today.
So I realized, that society wasn't going to accept this. But it was damaging to me psychologically.
And this apology from Prime Minister Justin Trudeau received full support from all parties. In fact, Conservative leader Aaron O'Toole told the story of William Casanova. He was 9 years old when he watched police arrest his father at their home right here in Windsor, and he would go on to spend 2 years at internment camps. Meanwhile, the people I spoke with within Windsor's Italian community say the reconciliation needs to go beyond this apology. They want to see the recognition and the accomplishments of Italian Canadians within the Canadian war effort be formally recognized. Chris.
Thanks, Sanjay. CBC's Sanjay Maru live tonight.